January 10th, 2011. Please remain quiet, please. Remain seated.
Remain seated.
I will not have laughter in the courtroom. There are many important cases on today.
This beauty packs a lot of power. The power to teach. The power to reveal. The power to tell through sight and sound.
Here's how you can buy it.
RidleyReport.com/ad.
Michelle, you and I went out this morning with approximately 23, I think, people total. Yep. Well over 20 people.
And from as far as New York.
That's right. People coming from Connecticut, New York, all over the place to show support for our friends Pete and Adam from Liberty on Tour.
Adamo. Adamo. I'm sorry.
But they were going down to Greenfield, Massachusetts, by the way, the home of Penn Jillette, hometown of Penn Jillette. They went down there for what was expected to be a trial and a pretrial hearing, as they were both arrested not too long ago, I guess several months back, when they were down there trying to visit some friends that
bail out Rich Paul.
They were trying to bail some people out that were in jail, and they were at the jail. They were arrested for videotaping, even after they were told that they had permission to videotape.
Yeah, it was a very confusing situation.
And that they were clearly in what is a public area. They were at a jail, in the lobby of the jail. And, of course, there are cameras.
Videotaping in a public place, public officials working for, public dollars at public time.
And they're being videotaped.
So they were arrested. It's a bunch of nonsense. Then they went in and they tore up MARV, which is the Mobile Authority Resistance Vehicle, their RV that they've been driving around across the country. They tore it up. They ended up charging them with some additional crap, too, from what I understand. And so they were going in to face the wiretapping charges today.
Yes, Adamo was there for a trial, and Pete was there for an arraignment of some sort. Or not an arraignment, but the next
pretrial hearing is what it was called.
Which is so silly.
Adam, you all in the air case. If those two pieces are not yours, please step outside the hallway.
They're throwing everyone out of the court who is not associated with these cases.
It's known that they don't live in the area, and they had their initial arraignment or whatever on the same day, same time, and the next one or whatever. And they their trials were scheduled for different times. And
that's right.
And
they split them up for some reason. And then today, one of the things they wanted to do was join the trial. So after they'd split up their trials, they then decided they wanted to join them. Anyway, so my point being, 20-plus liberty-minded people turned out at 8:30 in the morning in this little town in Massachusetts at this courthouse, which we had so many people there, we almost filled all of the seats that they had. There were other people there for court, too, and it was standing room only in this courtroom as a result of that. And so we got there, and of course, as usual, everybody's waiting for the judge, the robed man, or in this case, robed woman, to come in. And I made the comment that, what kind of a courtroom is this? The robed man is going to use the same door as the rest of us?
And then I laughed. And did you hear her? She looked right at me and she said, "I will not have any laughing in my courtroom."
Right. Step back. You have about 15 minutes to I will not have laughter in the courtroom. There are many important cases on today, including
Judge with Attorney Sullivan stepped outside of the
Okay. Why doesn't this group pass? Because we have many other cases to call. We can't put them on.
No laughing in this courtroom.
Can there be crying?
Yeah, she's a real barrel of laughs, this judge.
However, when the bailiff announced that the judge was entering the room, and he said, "All rise," it was very interesting to be a part of 20-something people not rising.
Yeah, that was great.
People did it for different reasons. For me, it's idolatry.
It is idolatry.
I don't worship the state.
Totally.
They'll tell you that. They'll in fact tell you that you're supposed to respect the position.
So it was actually hilarious when they did this, because they did this a couple times, because the judge ended up kicking us out.
I've never signed any of that lawyer or with you guys, so I don't know if you still have a lawyer.
Sure. All right. Your cases are on just like many other people who have constitutional rights, and they're here as well today for their jury trial. So I'm going
I'm sure they're probably just as pleased with the system as we
I
are.
really don't know, but I'm not going to engage with you. Could you step out of the courtroom so I can
Get this stuff, sir.
Clear the courtroom, please, so I can put the other case of
There was an initial hearing where basically Adamo told her that he wanted to move forward because the state's
Despite
prosecutor,
his attorney not being there.
right, the state's prosecutor let the judge know that the defense attorney, the state defense attorney that had been assigned to Adamo, was not going to be able to make it because he had sliced his finger open and had to go to surgery or something like that, some excuse. And Adamo basically said, look, I didn't want him anyway, let's just move ahead. And there was the issue where the bailiff says he's telling everybody to rise for the judge. I don't think any of our people stood. So the majority of the people that were in the audience area did not stand for this judge. And this time they didn't freak out about it. The bailiff just looked a little befuddled and then said, all right, remain seated.
Greenfield jury 6 hours session. February January 10th, 2011. Please remain quiet, please. Remain seated.
Remain seated.
Adam Mueller?
And it was just hilarious. So then later the same thing happened. It was incredibly successful, a little bit of civil disobedience, and for some people it was their first time doing that.
This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by RidleyReport.com/ad.